I'm Eric Szerlag with the Thomas Duke Company. We're standing here today in front of a 3-building industrial complex that we sold recently on Grand River in Novi. This was the first group of buildings that we brought to market. This, we thought, was probably the most marketable out of the group of properties that we would be representing. 62,000 square foot light industrial complex amongst 3 different buildings. The back building, which is the most recently built building, had a brand new long-term lease with Novi Jaguars, which is a soccer organization. The front 2 buildings had a mixture of sports medicine, CrossFit gym, and traditional storage type facilities. With that, we had 1 tenant with a very secure long-term lease paying about a market rental rate. We had the remainder of them, which is the entirety of the other 2 buildings, that were below market in rent. What we went after was people that we had in the market that maybe would be looking for something that wasn't typical. This is a X% cap rate, and we are going to sell it, and we're going to hold it, and we're going to get the same return predictably every year from here on out. Ultimately, we were successful in that. We sold this property for $3.7 million, which again, for the condition of the front 2 buildings that we have here, is probably about all that we could have hoped for out of that. There were some bumps along the way. There was the inspection, which showed a number of deferred maintenance items. So we basically had to do our job again. We had to renegotiate the price with the sellers. We had to justify the meanings behind each item on a long list of items that needed to be addressed. And we were able to get over that hump by basically opening up the negotiations once again. The 11th hour, our phase 1 environmental comes back. We're required to get a phase 2 environmental. That always becomes a hot button topic because that's when real money starts getting spent. The phase 1, couple few grand and you can get that box checked and you're kind of moving on with the closing. With the phase 2, they're drilling holes into the ground. They're doing assessments on what their findings are. They're bringing this back to a lab. In this situation, what we did was that we had the purchaser come out of pocket for their portion of the phase 2. We did agree thereafter to a small last-minute price reduction in order to get it across the finish line. If you'd like to learn any more about this 3-building industrial complex we sold, if you have other property in the area, if you just want to chat about real estate, please feel free to give me a call, and look forward to hearing from you.